Revival of old FMV games. Hello and welcome to Fate by Numbers. Let's start. Darkness. I'm waiting. Ah, there we go. Fate by Numbers.
We've heard good things about you. Quick and to the point. That's why we came to you with this delicate operation. We would like you to gain possession of a briefcase. It will be carried by a man, accompanied by 2 bodyguards. The guard with the earring gave us the tip. He will take care of the other guard. You just concentrate on the briefcase. We know this person will arrive at 11:15 Sainsbury Station tomorrow evening.
What's in the briefcase?
That is our concern. You just concentrate on retrieving the briefcase.
Who's the guy?
He's not important. Suffice it to say, he has something we want.
And who's we?
We are a group of concerned civilians that likes to remain anonymous.
I don't do business with anonymity.
Well, let me ease your mind with 20 grand now, and we'll double that when you hand over the briefcase. You'll be contacted at midnight.
Your token is much appreciated, Mr. Doe.
The best of luck to you, Miss Sang. I'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah, not shoddy at all. Ooh, futuristic city.
I knew Mr. Doe would be trouble. Unfortunately, I was right.
Just what?
What are you doing here?
Rob.
Twas a trap or something. Never heard of her. Never heard of him. I'm sure they're very famous somewhere. More people I've never ever cared about. And someone as General Walters. I'm sure there's a game here somewhere.
For a moment, I thought I felt my heart breaking, but it turned out a sniper bullet pierced my left lung. The next week I spent in the hospital, telling the police what I saw while I drifted in and out of consciousness.
Did you mention you had to pull the gun on those guys, or, you know, let's not talk about that.
Hello, Mother.
Alice, what happened to you?
Cut shaving.
Oh, please.
Someone got me in the back with a sniper rifle while I was on a case.
Oh, Alice, I knew it would happen sooner or later. I don't suppose you're going to quit now?
No. Did you bring any fruit?
I'll return to that chair.
Do you know who did it?
That's a picture.
No, I haven't a clue. I've made a lot of enemies, though. Not any new ones. Something strange, though. I saw Robert.
How can that be?
I guess that's why he was presumed dead instead of confirmed dead.
But you've been searching for him for years.
I know. But he just vanished without a trace. But I saw him. He's back.
I don't even know what to think.
Me neither. But I'm going to talk to Alistair Defense. They're the ones who sent him on the supposed fatal mission.
Attention, please. Visiting hours are over. We ask all visitors to kindly leave
I've got to go now.
Yes. Don't worry about me.
You know that's impossible.
Dad too busy to make the visit?
He's dead!
Important police business.
Oh, yeah, that.
He sends his love, though.
Yes, very convincing.
I got discharged from the hospital with a few things on my mind. First off, who shot me? Second, what was in that briefcase worth shooting me for? And finally, how the hell is Robert caught up in all this? He looked good for a dead man.
Presumed dead. Right, I use mouth. Talk to the picture.
I couldn't talk to that.
You could try.
I was already using them. Pictures from a happier time. My grandparents, my mother and me, and my father in his police officer uniform. Pictures from a happier time. My grandparents.
Oh, come on.
My mother and me.
Shush.
And my father in.
Oh, nope, no. Be careful what you click.
It was a printer. It printed. Most of the time, anyway.
Yes.
I could only print when I instructed the PC to do it.
Instruct the PC to do
I
it.
couldn't talk to that.
Why not? It's the future. Oh, a gun. That didn't get us into any sort of trouble before.
I didn't want to shoot it.
I do.
The hack tool didn't work on that.
Oh, it's a hack tool. Can I look at these things? Oh, there's a thingy. Gun. It was my .387 caliber handgun, the standard for a copper, accurate up to 300 feet and weighing just under 2 pounds. Since I wasn't a cop anymore, I added some features. My model had a recoil upgrade for faster firing and a taser under slug for that little extra stopping power. Right, close. Hack tool. This piece of semi-legal equipment opens many digital doors. Just hold it near a PC and press the button. Instantly the device will fill out the necessary passwords. Makes all those password guessing things obsolete, I guess. It's a great tool for people with my profession and a moral frame set. Good. PC.
It was an old PC. It still did what I wanted it to do. It also taught me patience.
Ooh. Clickety click. Nope.
There's no reason to.
Wrist phone drive. Hack tool. No targets. Instant off. It is the future. Mouse.
It was an old PC. It still did what I wanted. I didn't talk much to my PC. And when I did, it wasn't very friendly.
Fedora. Okay, let's start with saving. New save game. Start. Thank you. Continue. What's hint? All the things I can touch. Like this.
It was my old police badge. The ID number had been barred. I'd had to hack the system to validate it again.
Sounds like a plan.
It was a drawer. I kept my useful things in there.
It was a drawer.
The more useless items, I tended to spread around the office.
Ooh, battery?
It was a tiny transmitter.
Nope.
It was the tracker that belonged to the tracking device.
Tracking device. Yes, sure. Tracking device?
It was a tracking device. You could monitor where your bug was.
Sure, why not? Good. Can we hack the thingy-majig? Badge. It was my old cop ID badge number 1199. Alice, Sanger, Portman, whatever. The badge still had its identification chip, but the police force put the chip signal on their blacklist, rendering it useless. I sometimes used it to scare or intimidate difficult customers. It had lost all other value. Not for long. Tracking device. It was my trusty old tracking device. This baby never failed me. Just plant a bug on whatever you want and you can see the position on the little screen. It's ideal. You can track the position with the benefit of being out of shot range. And we got the thingy, bug. It was a tiny bug used in combination with my tracking device. Just plant the bug on whatever you want and you can follow its location on the tracking device. Probably going to be useful. Right, let's try and hack the police badge. There you go. Hack.
There. My badge number was valid again. Probably not longer than a day. That should be long enough.
Yes, because I'm so good. Who needs more than a day to solve a case? Hurrah. Let's leave.
You couldn't be a private investigator without your name on a glass plate. That the rest of the office looked like a dump was less intentional. It was a PCAP scanner. Decades ago, after the big riots, the government ordered PCAP chips to be planted in everyone's head. This made tracking them down much easier, but it did more. It also stored your biodata. They could analyze it if a person was smart, or stupid, or would die of any genetic diseases. A side effect of this was that you couldn't get a decent job if you had a low PCAP. Seems harsh. But then again, dumb people rarely got a decent job. It's just the way of the world.
Right.
It was a PCAP scanner. You saw a lot.
Where are we going? To infinity and beyond! Ooh. I got locations. Layer 4, Alistair Defense. Layer 3, Sainsbury Station. Layer 2, my office. And Layer 2, the Parrot. Let's go to the train station.
I felt a sense of dread coming over me like cold water. I never liked the place, but after what happened here, I positively hated it.
I just got shot.
It was a newspaper stand, but it was closed a long time ago when the station downsized. There was nothing to use. It was boarded up. I couldn't talk to that. Property of Protect Vision. That must be where the video was kept as well. I figured that those images could give me some insight as to what happened.
Yep. What are those beeps?
I couldn't do anything with the camera. I couldn't talk to that.
I think police would have shown you. Never
It was
mind.
the waiting room, which wasn't so bad, if you didn't have a nose. I had nothing to wait for, and it couldn't tell me anything about the sniper. I didn't talk to things.
Protect Vision. No parking issues in the future. Yet lack of doors.
Of course, the system had a security fit for a king, but even kings aren't safe. This little baby cracked more cases than I can remember. There they were, the security tapes. I uploaded them to the wristband. I checked them at home.
That was rather simple, wasn't it? Right. That was too easy. Okay, home. Computer. Use. Wristband drive. Let's go in order. No zoom. Right, what?
I didn't need to print that. I didn't need to print that.
You sure? That's you with a gun, you know, in public, trying to scare people off. There's nothing here. Q2 camera.
That was interesting. I wanted a print of that.
And I printed it. And
I didn't need to print that.
I didn't. License number. Briefcase. Big city cabs.
I didn't need to print that. That was interesting. I wanted a print of that. Big City Cab 1138. That could help me get in contact with whoever was behind the wheel.
Anything else of interest? I mean, there's 3 pictures. It makes me think that maybe there's 3 things to print. Like, I don't know, sniper rifle. Yeah, it would be nice if a right click would zoom out. There's no one here. Can't see anyone here either. Nope. Surely the assassin is silent.
That was interesting. That was interesting. I wanted a print of...
I guess we're done. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna crack this case and... Didn't understand why you bothered taking those off. Right, now there's the parrot. There's the station. Let's go converse in Alistair defense. We have proof that we've seen their...
The new Mafia. One of the most powerful armies in the city. They started out as private security forces. Now they control entire parts of the city. Hire us, or suffer the consequences. Nothing changes, only the outfits.
Right.
The painting on the wall probably showed Mr. Alistair himself.
No one's moving.
It would have clashed with my interior.
That's creepy.
I didn't talk to things. It was a waste bin. It was almost empty apart from some candy wrappers and an apple core. I had nothing to throw away, and I wasn't going to pick up what was in it already. I couldn't talk to that.
I'm pretty sure one of them has something.
It was a waste bin. It was almost empty apart from some candy wrappers and an apple core.
Right, what? Contact list? What? How? What? How did I do that? No, wait. Seriously, how did I do that? Oh. Interesting. I need to...
I want to hear these messages in private.
Miss Sanger, sorry to hear about your experience at Sainsbury Station. But since you're up and about, you might like to know that we doubled our reward for the briefcase, since it will be more difficult to track down. But we have confidence in you. You already proved to be most resourceful yesterday.
What? Sleazebag?
He doesn't interest me.
Hang on, I'll be back. Doesn't look like anyone's going anywhere anyway.
Sanger residence?
It's me. I just wanted to let you know I'm okay.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Ooh, conversations.
Could you please get Dad on the phone for me, please?
That's a double please.
I'll try, but you know he's very busy today. Lots of work.
Busy, sure. He doesn't want to talk to me, right?
Yes, He's still angry with you for what happened at the Force.
That had nothing to do with him.
I know, but he sees it as a big insult. You know how he is.
The police force is corrupt. I know that, and so did Robert. Only he's too blind to see it.
That Force is his whole life.
How are you and Dad doing?
Oh, same as usual. I'm busy at the hospital, and your dad's always busy. We usually spend the evenings at home. Sometimes friends come over, and sometimes we go to the theater.
You live in the same house?
Yes, we don't see any reason to move.
You don't know
Is
where
that
your parents
really why
live?
you called, to talk about our house?
Guess not.
I've got to go. Talk to you later.
Goodbye, Alice.
Yes, that was indeed strange. She doesn't even know where her own parents live. Brilliant.
Big City Cabs, how can I help you?
Yes, hello. Alice Sanger here, private detective. You can check my PCAP for verification. I'm looking for a cab driver. Cab 1138 on the night of 29th of September. I need some information about a passenger.
The check is okay, Mrs. Portman Sanger, but we don't give out information about our drivers or our passengers. It falls under our confidentiality agreement.
Ah, yes. The old confidentiality agreement.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Look, I have some quick questions. Do drivers always use their own cabs, or do they use multiple cars?
They drive their own cabs.
And do they always work a specific territory?
Yes. It's the most efficient and speedy way of getting our driver to the customer.
I'll bet it is. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice evening.
We got Parrot.
There's no reason to. He doesn't interest me.
Okay, now we can leave. We're getting somewhere. I know we are. Back to Sleazy Place. Okay, I'm going to find the junk in the bin.
There were some pamphlets. They probably told you all about the wonderful security they could provide. They probably didn't mention the risk of arson and intimidation if you refused their services.
Sounds like a plan.
No thanks. I enjoyed other works of fiction. The Electronic Eye in the Sky.
Let's take it.
I couldn't do anything with the camera.
Aw.
It was a waste bin. It was almost empty apart from some candy wrappers and an apple core.
They sure do eat a lot of apples here.
I had nothing to throw away, and I wasn't going to pick up what was in it already. It was a waste bin. It was almost empty apart from some candy wrappers and an apple core.
They sure eat a lot of candy too. Okay.
It was 2 guards from Alistair. They were guarding the scanner. If anyone went through it with illegal possessions, they'd shoot first and ask questions later.
Do we have any illegal
To be safe, I left my gun in the car.
Right. Did you? That you did. Oh, and we haven't really checked the stuff we have. Photo of Robert. It was a snapshot of the surveillance footage at Sainsbury Station on the night they got shot. The man in the picture was Robert. Photo of the sniper. It was a snapshot of the surveillance footage at Sainsbury Station on the night they got shot. The snapshot revealed who shot me. There was a person lying on the roof with a sniper rifle pointing at me. I could just see the outlines of the rifle, but I was no weapon expert and didn't recognize the type or brand. Right, weapon expert. It was a snapshot of the surveillance footage at Sainsbury Station, blah. The car in the picture was cab 1138 of Big City Cabs. The driver saw Robert. And voicemail client. It was a voicemail recording I received from my anonymous characters. I could use my wrist phone to play back the message. Do I still have the voicemail thingy? It's an old voicemail.
I didn't feel like using the guard, because he was already being used. He doesn't interest me.
Alright, let's just save. Scanner thing. And let's go through the scanner.
It was another PCAP scanner.
Let's go then.
I left my gun in my car.
Miss Portman-Sanger, I don't see an appointment here.
I need to talk about my late husband. Turns out he's just very, very late.
I don't understand. Who do you want to talk to?
Just tell General Walters that the widow of Robert Portman is here to see him.
Yes, I have Miss Sanger here. We should just... Yes. General Walters can't see you right now.
Hooray!
Why, is he blind?
Ma'am, please make a proper appointment and
can't.
return another day.
Right, off we go. Let's go to the bar.
The Parrot was a sorry excuse for an establishment. Nobody knew anymore why it was called the Parrot. More importantly, nobody cared. And that was the most attractive trait of the place as well. No one cared. If you wanted to do business, but didn't want to get noticed, you went to the Parrot. This Parrot positively never talked.
You don't shut up.
It used to work, then someone shot it. It didn't work anymore. I couldn't talk to that.
You could try.
They were a sad bunch of misfits and petty criminals. They'd start to fight if it weren't for the fact that everybody was too drunk or busy not being noticed. I couldn't think of any use, which is more their problem than mine. Say hello to the charming customers of the Parrot. Say hello to the charming
Oh, really?
Sure is bad weather today, huh?
The hell?
They were a sad bunch of misfits and I couldn't think of any use.
The-
It was more their problem than mine.
Oh, what makes him so different? I guess I need
Jack,
to talk to
the bartender. We go way back. He was
Wait,
the only reason I came here.
of
Apart
course.
from the cheap drinks, of course.
Of course.
There were easier ways to get a drink.
Hi, Jack.
Alice, long time no see. What have you been up to?
Recovering from a sniper shot?
Ouch, bad news. Let me fix you up with the only good shot there is.
Thanks. Hold the ice.
Cheers.
Small talk.
How's business lately?
Same old. Bad. But not bad enough to quit. I missed you though.
Thanks.
Yeah. You drink whiskey like it's lemonade. Just kidding. You're more sophisticated than the regulars.
Hear anything strange lately?
Look where I work. You have to be a bit more specific.
This is as specific as it gets.
Did you hear anything about a deal going down in Sainsbury Station last month?
Nope. Sorry.
You suck, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. I'll let you get back to your work.
So this guy's interesting.
That was an excellent idea, but I wasn't looking for a fight. I didn't want to shoot it. This tool needed a PC to do it. There was no point in tracking that. Why would I want to track that?
I know you tried talking to him. Let's try again.
Hey, buddy, you got the time?
Get bent.
Let's keep going.
Hey, buddy, you got the time?
Get bent.
What makes him special? Oh, I can't talk to the...
Nice coat.
Move.
Why are we trying to talk to him? Is this important?
They were a sad bunch of misfits and petty criminals. They were a sad bunch of misfits and
Right.
petty criminals.
Anything
They'd start to fight
interesting?
if it weren't for the fact.
I'm out of here. That was the parrot. Let's go to the station. Maybe the cab is here.
It was the waiting room. I had nothing to wait for, and it couldn't tell me anything about the sniper.
Take a hint. Absolutely nothing to do here.
I couldn't talk to that. It was a newspaper stand. There was nothing to use. I had nothing to wait for, and it couldn't tell me anything about the sniper.
I thought you wanted to see if the cab was here. Okay, let's go back to the apartment. You know what? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Skip. TV station. It's the use everything on anything time.
Doing that won't help me. The picture was useless that way. I needed another use for the picture. There was no point in tracking that. This tool needed a PC to do its semi-legal hacking work. I wasn't planning on shooting that. Look 'em, Dano. Freeze!
Right. Back to the parrot. They never leave.
There was no point in tracking that. I seriously doubted that they would help me if they could. There's no reason to.
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope. Sorry.
Oh, look. Templates. I'm sure we can see it 2 more times.
Does this mean anything to you?
Looks fancy. But I'm not into that stuff. I know someone who is, though. It's a real sleazebag, but he's the expert in these parts. His name is Boris Asimov. Lives east, 2nd Ring. Runs a weapons shop there.
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
Nope. Sorry.
Let's track him.
Why would I want to track that?
Why not?
This tool needed a PC to... I didn't want to shoot it.
Why?
Here, look.
Could you put that away? That's bad for business. What did you do that for? You're not even a cop anymore.
Sorry about that.
Right. We are leaving. Anything else here? Ooh, I missed this.
It had one of those poems that no one finds funny. And when my life is over, and my time has come to pass, I hope they bury me upside down, so the world can kiss my ass.
Funny.
No thanks. I didn't want it. I didn't want to talk.
Sleazy man.
It was a carbon cutout of a man with a gun. He looked happy with his weapon. No thanks. I didn't want it. I didn't want to talk to it.
Ooh, I want that one.
I couldn't help but thinking anyone wanting to buy that had some serious compensation issues.
Shut up.
I tried to solve my case with a bit more subtlety.
No, you didn't. You pointed the gun at the guards.
I didn't want to talk to it.
Ooh, door.
I didn't even want to think about what happened in that back room. No thanks. I didn't want to talk to it.
Alright, let's talk to him.
It was Boris Asimov grinning a grin that would scare the Cheshire Cat. Ew.
What have we here?
Hello.
What can I do you for? Or perhaps you can do something for me.
How's the gun business going?
With a bang. And now, what are you really here for?
What kind of gun would you recommend for me?
I think you can handle the big ones.
Boy, you're subtle.
Oh, God.
Do you know anything about a hit in Sainsbury Station?
Nothing. And then again, my clients don't usually discuss what they're going to.
Thanks. I know enough for now.
No, I don't. Let's start with the pictures.
Doing that won't help me. There must be some other way. The picture was useless that way.
I'm Alice Sanger, private detective. I'm looking for some information. Do you recognize the gun in this photo?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You look for information, I look for money.
No dice.
Then no info.
Yeah, but we got choice, don't we? I didn't even know we had monies.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I sold it some years ago. It was custom made by Azoltov, a genius. There are only a couple of them in the world, and owners don't usually sell them.
Who did you sell the Azoltov rifle to?
Ha! You know better than that. I am not selling out my clients. At least not for the amount you can cough up. But there are other ways.
In your disgusting dreams.
Then get lost before I get some target practice.
Go with Boris.
What can I do you for?
Oh no, we've been here.
I want to talk to you some more.
No, I don't.
Did you change your mind?
Guess I did.
Maybe we can help each other out.
Good. Since I've got something interesting to show you in the back room.
Does the back room have anything to do with your own special weapon by any chance?
Armed and considered highly dangerous.
Lead the way.
Будь всегда будет солнце, будь всегда.
Well, you could do worse, I guess.
Hey, you bitch!
Open the door! Open the door! Блядь, you better run!
Manners, Boris. Remember who's in the room with all the weapons. Besides, don't boys like girls who are hard to get? Azotov rifle bought by Rico of Murdo. Got it.
You'll rip your fucking heads off and feed it to wolves, bitch!
Fascinating. Now what? Oh, we get to come back. Groovy. Probably. Oh, he's still stuck.
No thanks. No thanks. I didn't want it.
Yeah, fine, let's leave. Okay. Now let's try defense. Sainsbury Station back home.
Osmondo. Where are you at, Osmondo? Jail?
Well, that didn't turn out the way we planned, did it?
He doesn't interest me. There's no reason to. There's no reason to.
Sanger residence.
It's me again. I still have a couple of questions.
What is it?
Look, I don't want to drag you into this, but can you ask Dad to check if Rico Osmondo's gun is still in custody? If it is, some cop has been using it off-duty.
Oh, Alice, it's these type of questions that got you where you are today.
Look, Dad is the only contact I have there. It's important. It's for my own safety.
Yes, I'll call you back when I know more. Oh, I wish you called once in a while, Alice, to talk about boyfriends, that sort of thing, like normal girls do.
I never talk to you about my boyfriends.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Maybe next time.
You can tell her about Boris.
I've got to go. Talk to you later.
Goodbye, Alice.
Your mom seems like a very bored individual. I mean, she's home all day. Right, we are going somewhere. Parrot. Office. Why not? We usually get messages when we're here. Now, do we have a message? No.
I needed clearance from the desk clerk first.
Oh, there's a desk clerk.
It was 2 guards from Alistair. They were guarding the scanner. I didn't feel like using the guard, because he was already being used. He doesn't interest me.
Where is the desk clerk? Yeah, I've seen the bins. Where's the desk clerk?
I didn't talk to things. I needed clearance from the desk clerk first.
Can you call? Can you get an appointment? Maybe it's one of those games where you need to go back to the apartment so you'll be home when the mother calls, etc. Yup. Supplies. Supplies.
Stop looking for the gun. Let it go.
Honey, I'm home.
Hey.
Hey, what's the occasion?
Well, first of all, because I'm married to the most beautiful officer on the force.
Oh, good point. And what's the second reason?
A promotion. You're looking at Chief Superintendent Portman.
Honey, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
I'll finally have an office of my own.
Ooh, the door have a lock on it?
Oh, watch it. I'm top brass now. We're finally moving up in the world, Mrs. Portman. We can finally make a difference.
I was hoping that last night's encounter was a bad dream, but a big bump on my head disproved that theory. Apparently I'm getting close, but I don't have a clue to what. But if they think I'm going to stop now, they're idiots.
So it's been 24 hours and your badge needs reactivation, right? Because it was, you know, last night. Let's mess with the computer. Oh, taxi system.
I checked to see if 1138 was on duty today.
Cab 1128, there's a customer for you at 5th Avenue and 10th Street.
Cab 1142, you got a job at 5th and 2nd.
Cab 1138, can you pick up a customer at the corner of 2nd Avenue and 4th Street? Ring 5. Got it? Cab 988.
2nd Avenue and 14th Street. Got it as well. It was time for another phone call.
No hacking the badge today.
Big City Cab, how can I help you?
Hi, my name is Alice Sanger. I need a cab to pick me up in half an hour. The corner of 2nd Avenue and 14th Street, Ring 5.
A cab will be there in 15 minutes. Thank you for choosing Big City Cab.
Thank you.
Where to?
Can you drop me off at 1st Avenue, 10th Street, Ring 6?
You know, I picked up a passenger at the same spot an hour ago.
Oh, how about that? Listen, my name is Alice Sanger. I'm a private detective. I need information about someone you picked up at Sainsbury Station on the night of 29th September.
I'm not giving you a goddamn thing.
Oh, you will, one way or the other. But in case you're thinking of alerting the operator, I have a gun with enough taser power to make you walk funny for weeks.
You wouldn't.
Ooh, this is good. I wish it saved. Oh man, I really want to tase the guy. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna just reload a save game and go quick after this. We gotta do this.
Ah! Are you insane? Okay. Okay. What do you want to know?
Who called in the cab for the pickup?
How does he know?
I'll have to look that up. An unknown number called a couple of hours earlier, but it's not unusual. Half of the numbers used are not registered.
Was there anything unusual about the Sainsbury pickup?
Yeah, there were 3 of them. 2 of them looked like bodyguards or something. They look all pretty scared. They thought they were being followed.
Did you see or notice anything unusual during the ride?
They kept whispering things to each other. It looked like they were having an argument, but I couldn't make anything out of it.
Were you being followed?
Not that I know of.
Where did you drop them off?
At the old Victoria metro station.
Is it normal to drop someone off at the Victoria metro station?
No, it's abandoned, but still I dropped off a person there the week before.
Who?
I picked her up at 21st Avenue, 2nd Street, Fort Ring. The name was registered to a Miss Denton.
Thank you. That will be all. You can drop me off where you pick me up.
Right.
Ooh, lots of locations. Victoria Metro Station and Denton's apartment. Let's start with Victoria.
Victoria Station was a ruin shaped like a metro station. A man-made cave, slowly disintegrating again. The candy machine was turned off. The candy was taken out.
Candy.
The candy machine was turned off. I didn't want to talk to it.
That's it? Candy machine and way out? No, it's gotta be something.
Doing that won't help me. There must be some other way.
Surely the candy
machine... I needed
machine...
another use for the picture. The picture was useless that way. I needed another use for the picture.
Show the candy machine the pictures.
There was no point in tracking that. There was no point in tracking that.
Track the candy machine.
The hack tool didn't work on that. I didn't want to shoot it.
Screw it.
This neighborhood was depressing. It was not the worst part of town. That was still some rings below. But it all looked alike. Fit for ants, not people. The easiest way to throw away your money on something useless. I couldn't use the view, only look at it. I couldn't talk to that. It was 2 guards from Alistair.
I
didn't feel like using the guard, but he doesn't interest me. I didn't feel like using the guard, because he was already being used. Rosie Denton. This was the place.
So what's this about?
I'm with the 7th Precinct Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Show me your badge first. Okay, so what's this about?
I'd like to speak with you indoors, please.
I didn't renew it.
Okay, so we're in. So what's this about?
What?
Have you seen or heard anyone suspicious in your neighborhood lately?
No, no one. I don't really get out much. Is that it? Anything else?
Security. There's been a string of break-ins in your neighborhood, and we just want to come around and make sure the people in your target group are protected.
Is that right? And I'm a part of this target group?
Yes. You live in the area and you have a day job which leaves your house unguarded for hours?
Well, I've got an alarm system. That should be enough.
It's good to know.
Anything else?
The hell?
Have you thought about a career as a police officer?
You're joking, right?
Never mind.
Yeah, I guess this is the one.
Do you mind if I look around the house to see if it's all secure?
If you must.
Oh, I must.
Although it wasn't obvious at first, there was a bad vibe in the room. It felt like frustration, bitterness, and then apathy. I recognized the pattern. At the time, I didn't understand why there was an open PC, almost picked clean like a desert carcass. Later, I understood where most of the parts had gone.
What?
Even if Denton would have let me, there were still some vital parts missing. I couldn't talk to that. If I was feeling malicious, I'd say it was the typical result of a frustrated art student. There was nothing I could do with the drawing. I didn't want to talk to it.
I don't understand what the hell we're doing. Mom.
Alice, I talked to your father, but he's not budging on this one. You'll have to find another way to get your info. I hope you're well. Take care.
Useless.
He doesn't interest me. There's no reason to.
I'm missing something. No, I'm not. Right, PC hack.
It only worked when a PC still had its innards.
Shoot it.
I didn't want to shoot it.
Track it.
Why would I want to track that?
Why not? I don't know.
Doing that won't help me. There must be some other way. There was a fierce look of distrust in her eyes.
No shit.
I couldn't blame her. She was right. She looked like she had been used once too often. There's no reason to. This is a personal message. I wasn't planning on using it for anything.
Does this picture mean anything to you?
No.
Oh, seriously. Let's do this again.
Does this picture mean anything to you?
No.
Please get up. Wait, we have one more. Ooh, points.
We're looking for this man. Have you seen him?
Don't know him.
You sure? You don't know him?
Look, I told you I don't know him, all right? You've done your security check. Now you have to go. I'm already late for an appointment.
Yeah, that's strange, because you both went to the abandoned Victoria metro station in the same week.
Listen, I have to go. I said I have to go. I'm late.
What's out there, Miss Denton?
It's time for you to leave.
What are you hiding, Denton?
Get out, okay? Now leave!
Tracking device, maybe?
I placed the bug under her sleeve. I felt a bit sorry for her. She was obviously not a big player in this, but she knew more than she was telling me.
How do I track?
My car, it had character. Denton is on the move. My hunch was that she would move in a very roundabout way to the old Victoria metro station.
So I should just go there? Hiding, I guess.
Damn! Where did she go? Ah!
Oh, come on.
What did they say?
That they have to let me go. That I was undermining morale. Those hypocrites. As if massive corruption isn't undermining morale.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Where was your support as a superintendent? I didn't hear one peep of protest, huh?
If I had supported your theories of fraud, they would have sacked me as well.
That's what couples do, Robert. They support each other. And what do you mean theories? I have a shitload of facts to back me up.
I think it would be better if I stayed in my current position and see what I can do.
You're just covering your own ass, and you know it.
That's not fair. Look, I know you're upset, but just remember whose paycheck got us this place. If I quit now, we both be...
Your paycheck is just a payoff now. I'd rather live in a box. I really have to stop waking up like this. Robert!
Alice, I'm sorry about the bump on the head, but security has to be strict here. It's good to see you.
Yeah, better than last time. And where is here, by the way?
I never wanted you to get shot. I was very worried, but they told me you recovered well.
They?
You were the last person I expected to see when I got off that train. Here, by the way, are the underground tunnels of the city. We're in the mobile headquarters of the Resistance.
The Resistance?
Where have you been?
Alistair Defense gave me a new identity so I could join the Resistance. In the meantime, they arranged my disappearance. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
That didn't stop you. I searched for years. I broke down, you fuck. I'm still picking up the pieces. And what about your parents?
Our marriage was over. We both knew it. I assumed you'd move on. I was wrong, unfortunately. And for your information, my parents knew about it. They just signed a form and kept quiet. Alistair pays them so they can spend their remaining years somewhere nice.
Oh, he's the bad guy, all right.
Why are you in the Resistance?
Well, I started out as a spy for Alistair. My superior, General Walters, wanted to put an inside man into this growing group. They wanted me to go after the new PCAP equipment. Well, this way they would be able to get a hold of it without any other security companies suspecting.
What kind of PCAP equipment?
It's just called 2.0 for the moment. It's an upgrade from the old system, but the new system can actively search for data rather than wait for someone to scan manually. But it's much more than that. It is really amazing. Not only can it read the information contained on the chip, it can actively alter brain patterns.
Well, you lost me at upgrade. Why is it so important?
Well, you know about the PCAP chip that's inside everybody, right?
Of course.
Well, this government has little real power. Commercial armies control politics. The government has one last trick up its sleeve, though, and that's PCAP. Without PCAP, this city would turn to chaos, and none of the security companies want that. The government, too, is afraid of the growing unrest, so they devise a way to be able to permanently control troublemakers. 2.0. And here's the really clever bit. The new system uses a transmitter, which can send a signal to the chip to overload the brain.
What? That means...
They gave humans an on and off switch. Think about it, it's the ideal weapon against any revolution. With one single transmission, an entire mob can simply drop unconscious and wake up in jail an hour later.
Sounds like a plan.
Where is this equipment?
Well, we have it, in a safe place. You see, that's the beauty of this train. As soon as we're discovered, we can move.
Oh, I discovered you.
Why haven't I heard about 2.0?
Well, it's still experimental and top secret. I suppose you would have heard about it when it was presented to the general public as the ultimate safety guarantee. But we got a hold of it. Do you remember the collapsing building accident in Central 2 months ago? Well, there was no accident, and the police knew it. But what could they say?
What is the Resistance going to do with 2.0?
Well, PCAP works both ways. I assume the Resistance is going to use it to protect the innocent, also to reinforce its own position. With 2.0, the Resistance will be a powerful new player in this city.
You assume. Yup.
You assume. Don't you know what's going to happen?
Well, I've worked my way up to the higher levels of this group, but I'm not one of the founders. The final decision still lies in their hands, and, well, they don't always agree. Some have more, well, violent plans than others. I suppose you've got extremists in any ideology.
And what about you? What's your ideology?
Well, I started out as a spy, but this group could really make a difference. You know, it's like how we felt when we first joined the force.
I remember. We were naive.
No, this time it's different. We've got actual power. In fact, I want you to join.
Sure thing, baby. I'll just click the I can't.
I can't just join and throw away my old life.
I'm not asking you to throw away anything. But what do you have to throw away, really? Your friends, your career, you have neither. We were happy once, can't we give it another try?
You've got some nerve. You've played dead for years. You show up again with a power-hungry rebel group, with some sort of doomsday device, and you want to give us another try?
But this time we can really make a difference.
I've heard those words before.
And?
I'll think about it, okay?
I ask. No, you're not a member yet, so you have to leave. I'll blindfold you and escort you out. Just like the old days, huh?
In the old days, I'd handcuff you.
I remember that. They're not too tight. Good. I really meant it about giving it another try, you know?
Wait, who shot me?
I know I can trust you, but I must ask you not to speak to anyone, and to only take the blindfold off when you can't hear the train anymore.
Okay. Rob?
Yes?
That briefcase you carried, it contained 2.0, didn't it?
Yes. Contact you soon. Goodbye! I deserve that, and probably a lot more. Oh, and please don't buck Miss Denton again.
Damn, they took my gun. And the photographs of Robert and the cab.
I thought they took your smokes. We still don't know who shot us. I thought we weren't supposed to bug her anymore. Let's go bug her. Damn, we can't. Back home. Computer. Use. Hack tool.
It didn't work anymore.
What? Yeah, it's kind of silly.
There's no reason to. There's no reason to.
I can make duplicates of the photos you are claiming are missing, you know. Print them again. Stupid, you know, digital age and all. Whatever. Call someone.
Miss Sanger.
Alice, I talked to your father.
He doesn't interest me. There's no reason to. There's no reason to.
Hello, you've reached the Sanger family. We're not here right now, but if you leave a message after the beep, we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
I'm kind of, in the dark here. The parrot.
Jack, you got another minute?
Sure. Barman always listens. Just don't expect a sensible answer.
Do you know anything about a group calling themselves the Resistance?
Yeah, I do. You know, people are unhappy with PCAP, right?
Sure.
well, it's gotten worse. The bottom dwellers are restless. People are fed up. Not only the zeros, but also the more ambitious people, stuck halfway. For years, the resistance has grown slowly, but then rumors started about a pyramid city being built especially for the rich. And nowadays, the poor live at the bottom, but they still live in the same city. But with this new pyramid thing, they worry. They will be doomed to live outside somewhere in some wasteland. I don't know if the rumors are true, but it's sure going to help La Résistance.
Are you a member of these revolutionaries?
Duh. No. I'm middle class. Besides, I don't believe in that pyramid story.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Jack. I'll let you get back to your work.
Welcome.
Hey, buddy, you got the time?
Get bent.
Right, I don't understand.
That was an excellent idea, but I wasn't looking for a fight. Doing that won't help me. This is a personal message.
And we're gone. Let's go back to the station.
I didn't have to use the tunnel again.
Anything else here? Nope. Let's go back to Boris. No, he's still stuck. Boris doesn't have any clients. Okay, we're out. Can't bug her, right? You guys. Different setting. Spooky. This sounds like a save. Scanner 2. Third turn scanner. Okay.
I didn't feel like using the guard. He doesn't interest me.
Sanger, again, you do not seem to have an appointment.
Just tell General Walters that I have information about PCAP 2.0.
2.0?
Just do it.
Please, sit down. What can I do for you?
How did you feel when you were telling me that bullshit story about Robert's fatal mission?
Why? That was years ago.
Humor me.
Felt like shit, actually, doing that to you. Although, if I had to do it again, I would. In fact, I have.
What a loyal employee you are.
Do you have anything else for me, Mrs. Portman?
I know you used Robert as a spy, but did you know that Robert turned double agent for the Resistance?
What? Who told you that?
Spoke with him today.
That's awful. Fuck, that's bad. Did he tell you what 2.0 does?
I was hoping you'd tell me. I understand it's very powerful.
It's powerful, all right. Those goddamn maniacs.
What were your plans for Robert?
I'm sorry, I'm not at liberty to... Doesn't matter anymore now, anyway. We wanted to get the technology for ourselves. Not to use it, but to make sure that no one else used it.
Right.
It's true. Listen. All of the security companies work better with a little scare. But who needs a citywide terror? We didn't want to change the status quo. And nothing would have changed if the government hadn't decided to back that lunatic inventor. You know, they captured him once, those terrorists. He escaped from the fucking train. Can you believe it? That's why we had to have a spy. We figured if they tried it again, we had to know about it. And if they had 2.0, we'd let them have it. We'd let them tinker with it until they had nearly perfected it, then we'd take it back. It was a perfect plan.
Yes, it almost worked flawlessly. Except for one thing. It didn't.
Your husband got greedy. He figured they could become a big player.
I got a proposition.
I'm listening.
I can get you, Robert, and the technology.
How?
You wiretap me. I'll get into the secret headquarters. Robert will contact me soon. I go in, and you guys show up when I give the signal. And I'll make sure I have what you want.
You're on.
It's gonna cost you. 60 grand for the technology, and 100 for Robert.
You don't come cheap. Okay.
I'll contact you as soon as I hear from Robert.
I'm beginning to think we hired the wrong Portman all those years ago.
I don't respond well to the chain of command. As far as I'm concerned, you got what you deserved.
Ooh. I got interactiveness thingies.
You could see most of the upper rings, and a lot of sky, which is a luxury. I couldn't use the view, only look at it. I didn't want to talk to it.
Anything else of interest? Absolutely. Ooh, there's
Mrs. Walters and the kids. I didn't need that photo. I couldn't talk to that. It was General Walters, Robert's boss. I was not in the habit of using people, unlike Walters.
I've got some more to ask you.
Go ahead.
Goodbye.
I've said enough. I'm going.
You know the way out.
This is a personal message.
Maybe you recognize this voice.
Miss Sanger, sorry to hear about your experience.
Yes, I do. Limey cocksucker. He's a middleman from Protec. I guess they're after the technology too. I shouldn't be surprised.
Right, now what?
He doesn't interest me. There's no reason to.
We're out.
Time's up.
It's me. Have you made a decision?
Yes, I may want to join. But first I want to check it out for myself.
Well, that's very unusual.
I want to know the people first, or else I walk.
Fair enough. I'll meet you at Victoria Station in 1 hour.
See you then.
I'm so glad you decided to come.
I haven't decided anything yet.
You will. You will. I promise. You know the drill.
Have you scanned her yet?
I don't need to. I trust her.
I don't. James always scans.
Well, James isn't here. Jeff, how long until we connect to the mother train?
Half an hour. Tops.
Good. In the meantime, I'll be in my office. You two have already met. Jeff, this is Alice. She's okay and she's thinking about joining.
Thinking? Thinking? What's this then? A tour?
Just tell her what you want to tell her. When we get there, I'll take her to James.
James always checks the newcomers before meeting them.
This one is different. You've got everything locked away, Rosie. I'm sorry, Alice, but I won't be making the same mistake again. Not now I'm in charge. Right, we've got our work to do.
Walters hooked me up with the tiniest transmitter I've ever seen. You've got to hand it to them. They've got the right gadgets. All I have to do now is get both Roberts and the technology. Then the troopers will move in on my signal.
Who are the troopers?
A rope was placed on top of a pile of boxes.
How convenient.
A rope was always useful. That way was filled up with boxes. But what was in the boxes? I couldn't do anything with the boxes. I couldn't do anything with the boxes. I couldn't do anything with the boxes.
Window.
We were underground and moving. That's all I could make out. There's nothing I can do with the window.
There was something. There it is.
I wonder who slept here. Robert? Denton? Robert and Denton? This was no time for a nap. The door was locked since the train was moving.
Makes sense.
This was not the way out of the train. I saw a lot of buttons I didn't understand, but I also recognized a light switch. I was tempted to use the light switch, but needed a good reason first.
We like darkness?
I couldn't talk to that. I really didn't want to. Even if I had to go, I wouldn't. I really didn't want to. It's where the soap would come out. I couldn't. It was empty. It's where the soap would come out, if it had any. Laxative. Interesting.
It is.
A cracked mirror. How symbolic. Are you talking to me?
Alright, that's out. Exit. We got rope, we got laxative, and we can go left and right.
It was a fire hydrant. The hydrant didn't work anymore, but maybe I could use it for something else.
Rope.
She looked angry. She looked like she had been used once too often.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
I guess.
Ooh. Lots of stuff.
I'm sorry about the bug thing. I just wanted to find Robert.
You could have just asked.
Would you have told me?
Of course not, but it's the principle of the matter.
This all looks pretty interesting. What are you working on?
Can't tell you that. It's top secret.
Come on.
No, James would kill me.
You sure mentioned James a lot. Who's he?
He's our leader. He's a great man. He's always concerned about those of us that have been put down by that damn PCAP system. He saw I was unhappy, but he was still able to see my true potential.
And what was your potential?
Figuring out how we can use technology to further our cause.
So, Rosie, what did you do before you came here?
Well, Alice, I was a systems engineer for a local government office. Only I couldn't get a promotion because I happened to be diabetic.
Why are you here?
Because I want to be a part of the group that's going to change the social structure of the classes.
What pamphlet did you read that one on?
What?
Nothing. I can see why you don't like PCAP because you're a diabetic. What about the system in general? Don't you think it saves a lot of time for everyone to go to the right job right away?
That's where the system is wrong. Because it can't determine what the right job is. Intelligence isn't everything. It's human nature to try. Yeah, we might fail, but we should still have the opportunity to try. Every civil society must permit this. This society, it's a dictatorship. One that could never be able to produce a Beethoven.
What do you mean?
Beethoven went deaf, but then continued to compose music. Based on that, PCAP would have determined he was going to go deaf and never allowed him to be a composer in the first place.
Got a point.
How is the resistance organized?
Well, we basically work in group cells. For instance, Robert heads my cell, and James tells him what to do. I don't get to see many of the other people in the group, but which I guess is not much different from my old government job.
Have you ever been to a meeting of the highest members? Board meeting, so to speak?
No, but Robert has. He basically goes and summarizes and tells us what happens.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Do you want some laxative?
I don't think she would have appreciated the gift. Freeze! Doing that won't help me. This is a personal message. I wasn't planning on using it. There's no reason to.
Right, what else is here? Box.
It was a tiny vault. The device had to be inside. The vault was locked.
Duh.
I couldn't talk to that. I wasn't up to date, but even I had a faster PC than Denton. I wasn't interested in what Denton was trying to do. I just needed the device. I wasn't interested in what Denton was trying to do. I just needed the device.
Right. Three steps in one go, not too shabby.
I guess that was Robert's office. I didn't have to talk to him at the moment. I didn't want to talk to it. It was just junk. It was a nice place to hide. It was just junk. It was a nice place to hide. I didn't want to talk to it. It was a nice place to hide. I had to do that sooner or later.
Thanks for the tip.
The coffee machine had been running for a while, but I didn't know who was going to drink it. I was jittery enough, but there was bound to be something I could do with it.
You mean like put laxative in it?
The coffee machine had been running for a while, but I didn't know who was going to drink it. It was the emergency stop, the quickest way to stop any train. It didn't work. A hammer, one of Jeff's tools.
Mine.
I can't take it while he's in the room.
Damn it.
I couldn't talk to that. It was Jeff, the engine driver, and I had to take him out some way. This is never a good idea when someone is driving.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Actually, I do. What do you want?
Whoa.
You don't like me very much, do you?
I don't like the way you're getting in. It's dangerous letting... You're an outsider.
So was Robert.
What do you do for the Resistance?
What do you want to know? Are you a reporter or something?
I just want to find out more what you guys are about.
We want to give the working class back their dreams. And as for me, I just drive them there.
Why did you join the Resistance?
Bad heart. I couldn't join the armies. I reckoned I'd join the other team. To prove them wrong.
So this is more of a personal thing than an ideology.
Listen, lass. I just drive the train.
How does your family feel about you joining the Resistance?
My wife died a year ago. And as for the rest of my family, I don't care what they think. I've got a new family now.
How do you spend your days?
I usually work the trains, and then I go back to my house. James says it's good to keep a life outside of the Resistance as well. Or people will get suspicious, and you lose touch with what's going on outside.
James sounds like a smart man. What more can you tell me about him?
He is smart, but I don't want to talk about him. Not while you're not a member. You'll meet him soon enough.
Do you like it here?
I guess so. The people are nice, and we're doing the right thing. Plus, I get all the free coffee I want.
Coffee.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
I can't take it while he's in the room. I was jittery enough, but there was bound to be something I could do with it. The coffee machine had been running for a while, but I didn't know who was going to drink it.
He is.
And now I needed some place to hide.
Oh, how convenient. We already found a place to hide. I need to lock him in there or something, right?
It was a fire hydrant, but it wasn't working anymore. The hydrant didn't work anymore, but maybe I could use it for something else. Ew. The door was locked since the... A hammer, one of Jeff's tools. I thought about constructing a crude weapon, but decided against it.
Huh?
I thought about constructing a crude weapon, but decided against it.
I'm sorry, what?
Freeze!
So why did we take him out? The hell? I don't get this.
It didn't work.
I'm confused. Quite confused.
The door was locked since the train was moving. Ew.
What's with the rope? Why can't I do anything with the rope?
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions?
Do what you must.
They seem to be recorded in different times, at different times.
I'll let you get back to your work.
I'm confused. Hint, hint, hint. I'm pretty sure I need to...
The hydrant didn't work anymore, but maybe I could use it for something else.
I tied the rope, but I don't have a hotspot for the rope. Do I have a hotspot for the rope? Nope.
I saw a lot of buttons I didn't understand.
Ooh, lights.
Lights out.
Most people just get up. And?
I wasn't interested in what Denton was trying to do. I just needed the device. I felt awful, but I had my assignment.
I guess I got the keys. Denton's keys. The odd shape of the key resembles something used in a locker or vault. Oh, look, there's a locker or vault. Okay. I got the device. Let's take a look at it. This is the technology everybody's all worked up about. It doesn't look that special. Then again, gunpowder also looked ordinary, but made a big impact. Hardy horror. And she's out cold, and I'm just leaving. Right? Yeah, pretty much. We're out. Oh, Robert, what are you doing here? No? I guess this is the part where I drive the train.
It didn't work.
Walters, we have a go.
Estimated time of arrival in 30.
Ooh, I should have saved.
25.
Jeff, what's going on? Why have you stopped the train? Are you alright in there?
20.
Robert, it's me.
Alice, what are you doing here? Where's Jeff?
I've destroyed the PCAP device.
You what?
It's too dangerous for any group to have.
I can't believe you did that. Christ! You know what this means.
An Alistair defense is coming right now.
Now? But how? You led them here.
And now I'm warning you, run away. You don't have much time.
In seconds, you've wasted years of my life.
Now you know how it feels.
That is totally different, God, Alice! Why do you always have to ruin it for me? I trusted you!
So let me get this straight. Robert saw us coming, destroyed the prototype, and then fled.
That's what happened.
Why didn't he take the prototype with him?
I don't know.
He'll never come back to you now.
At least now I know. Now I can move on. Dad?
Okay. And that was fate by numbers. Now there were some interesting things in this game that I seem to have missed. For instance, I don't know who shot us. There were some different ending combinations, and I didn't save. So we'll be doing a quick speed run to see all those other endings and record them as well. You know, for prosperity. Well, overall, this was a pretty nice game, even though the acting was pretty darn awful. Yeah. But I guess those were all the students or the university or something, as this was some project done by them. No animals were harmed. Were there any animals portrayed? 7 years ago. Time sure does fly.